Hey, it's Chad. Today we are back in the kitchen. We are going to make oatmeal cookies. Now today's recipe comes from my friend. She sent it to me. I'm really excited to check it out. It's a oatmeal cookie with a whole bunch of different ingredients in it. And it actually uses a two-step methodology, a dry method and a wet method. Meaning what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine all of the dry ingredients first. We're gonna combine all of the wet ingredients separate, combine them together, then add the toppings for the cookies, mix them all up, throw them in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. They're gonna come out really good. And I have milk waiting too, so that's gonna be really good. That's critical for fresh baked cookies. Let's take a look at the ingredients first. So the star of the show is this is an oatmeal cookie recipe. In this we have a cup and a half of steel cut instant oats. Now you can use rolled oats as well, but here comes the good stuff. We're gonna add chocolate chips. We are going to add dried plums. We're gonna chop up some peanuts, and we're also going to add this coconut in here. It's gonna be really delicious. So while it's not necessary to have this, my stand mixer is incredible. This thing is a workhorse. It takes a beating and keeps going. Today we have a paddle attachment on it. And what we're gonna do is we have a cup and a half of brown sugar and we have 16 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We're gonna mix these together with a paddle attachment until it becomes kind of creamy. So what we're gonna do after we creamed all the butter and the sugar, brown sugar together, is we're gonna add the dry ingredients, which include flour, baking powder, baking soda, and sea salt. And we're also going to add in very slowly the vanilla extract and a beaten egg. Okay, so we have the butter and the sugar all together. We're gonna lift this up. We're gonna turn it on low and let it go for a couple minutes until it becomes creamy. And that looks good. That looks like a good consistency, kind of like wet sand. So I'm gonna turn it off. The next step is we have one beaten egg and some organic vanilla extract. We're gonna add that right in and then continue to mix. So here's what we talked about a little bit earlier. This is our all-purpose flour, our baking soda, our baking powder, and salt. And we're gonna mix this all together into the dry ingredients, then we're gonna put it into the mixer with the wet ingredients. Just wanna make sure that this is homogeneous, that it's all mixed together as well as we can get it. We're gonna slowly incorporate our dry ingredients. And as you can see, our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients are coming together. We're gonna let this go for another couple minutes until it becomes cookie dough consistency. Okay, so we have our steel cut instant oats. They're gonna go in first. We have coarsely chopped up peanuts. They're regular peanuts and I just put rolling pin over them so they're a little bit easier to mix into the cookies. They'll go in. Oh yeah. Chocolate chips, I added a little bit extra. This is about a cup and a half of chocolate chips. It's more than the cookie recipe calls for, but I love chocolate. Who doesn't love chocolate? Now this is about 3/4 of a cup of dried plums, and I've also cut them up as well. You could use raisins or cranberries or cherries, whatever you got, just dried fruit. Adds a little bit more sweetness. We have a cup of shredded unsweetened coconut, and that'll add just like really nice coconut flavor. Okay, so all the ingredients are in the mixer. We're gonna give it a slow stir. Okay, so it's that easy. The ingredients have come together. We're gonna lower this. I'm gonna scrape down the batter, and we're gonna take these over to the sheet pan and pop them in the oven. Now I have the convection oven set to 365 degrees. They'll be in there for about 10-15 minutes. Just kind of take a look at them until they're golden brown, then take them out. Here they go. Pop it on, press the convection on. Okay, now the moment we've all been waiting for. The cookies have cooled. We have a glass of whole milk. We're gonna dig in and check this one out. This one looks amazing. Let's go. Here's our homemade cookie. I'm so excited. Chocolatey, coconutty. Hey, thanks again for joining me on Chad Cooks Cookies. This was really fun. I'm not very good at baking yet, but I'm working on it. And the only way to get better is to keep baking. And I want to thank my friend Courtney for sending me this recipe. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.